Hello, my name is Angelica Levito. In this vlog, you will be seeing the work that I am completing for my multimedia reporting class. Our first assignment was experimenting with the camera, which gave us the opportunity to learn more about the camera and different types of photographs. For the stop action, I chose to highlight my friends jumping off of the stairs of our house. What I love about the stop action is that it's clear that they are jumping, and the frozen action allows you to see their expressions while still allowing you to comprehend that they are jumping. The idea for my blurred action shot came from when my friend was spinning me on a chair one evening because we were desperately overtired and thought it was hilariously entertaining. I like how you can see her braid whipping around and she is blurred, which helps you sense that she is moving in a spinning motion as opposed to merely sitting in a chair. I featured bread in my close-up and super close-up because we look at bread fairly frequently, but never really look at it in depth. I loved how even though the camera was only a few inches closer in the super close-up, you gain much more detail than you do in the close-up shot, which is already fairly detailed. The photograph I chose for my color image highlights a variety of colors, which I felt captured the essence of the assigned image. I tried making somewhat of a boring scene of fruit cups more interesting by shooting the photograph from a slight upward angle. The monochromatic scene highlights that although there is color in the scene, it can still be considered monochromatic because there is only one color. I love how the wide angle shot of the leaves highlights the number of leaves while maintaining the idea of one color. For the direct and indirect light picture, I found a spot that was covered in rocks. Some of the rocks were under a tree and looked more noticeably interesting because of the indirect lighting. The rocks that were basking in the sun's direct light, however, were much less desirable to look at. I felt the contrast exemplified the difference between direct and indirect light. While I was walking, I stumbled upon a beautiful tree that I thought would be the focus of my close-up and super close-up photographs. However, I realized how interesting it was to take one photograph at a high angle and another at a low angle, because although it was the same tree, each angle gave the tree a unique look and highlighted how the angle in an image photographed at can affect how the object looks. For morning, noon, and night, I chose to photograph the sorority house I live in. The morning image highlights how soft the lighting is from behind the house, whereas the noon image shows how the sun's position in the sky can enhance the image's appearance. Lastly, the night photo without flash illustrates how difficult taking a decent picture at night can be. I chose the picture with a tree trunk with the large rocks for my wide-angle photograph because I felt it truly captured the essence of wide-angle photography. Although focusing in on one of the rocks could have been interesting, the combination of the trunk, rocks, and background creates a serene mood and a beautiful scene. In contrast, my telephoto image is one of a bee pollinating a flower. Shooting in telephoto enabled me to focus on the bee and a few of the flowers in detail, which makes for a more interesting scene than simply a bed of flowers. Not that a bed of flowers isn't beautiful. Well, that covers all of the components from my project. Thank you again for watching.